tricky commander from what I've seen.
He's fun.
Yeah, he's fun. It's just it's a little bit tricky because if you don't have people who are playing strong commanders, you can't really do much.
Hmm. The most fun thing I have done with him is somebody played
Yep.
what's it called? Esper Sentinel, and I stole
Mm.
the Esper Sentinel. So then people would have to pay 5 for me to not draw a card.
Okay, I'll roll a d6.
I just always see Deadpool take a lot of hate and always gets burned out quick.
Oh yeah,
One.
I'm here for a good time, not for a long time.
I think that's the
Four,
primer for all Rakdos decks.
5,
Yeah.
6. All right, this is turn
It's
order.
Okay.
usually, especially after Deadpool's played once, and then that person just gets super salty.
Yeah, I'm good.
We're good to go.
I'm good.
Got a keeper.
All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna start with the good old Forest Soul Ring.
Ooh.
Pass.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Let's see.
Okay. I will play a Tomb of Fortress and pass.
I'll play an Arena of Glory, and I will pass.
I'll play a Ash Barons and pass.
Get the forest into another forest. Tap both my forests. I've got a Herald of Pantheon. Enchantment spells cost 1 less to cast, and I gain a life on enchantment cast.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I will play a swamp. I'll tap 2 for Resurrection Orb and pass.
I play a swamp. I'm going to play a Dino DNA, and I will pass turn.
Drop. I'll play a mountain. I'll tap both. I'll cast Conform a Shuriken. Pass.
Got myself a Bountiful Promenade. I'll tap a green and a white. Play Satsuki the Living Lore. Tap a green because it costs 1 less to cast, and play Song of Freylise. Until my next turn, creatures I control gain tap, add 1 mana of any color, and I can tap put that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put that up. I'll pass my turn. I played an enchantment. Get a gain a life.
Play a swamp.
Cool.
And I will tap for 3 to play an Out of the Tombs and pass.
Alright. I'll play a mountain. And I am in no hurry, so I will pass.
Drop. Tap. I'll sack my Ash Barons to look for a basic. I'll pay 1 for cycling. Where is it? I'll grab the forest, and I'll pass my turn.
Alright, untap. This will move to 2. Play a Reliquary Tower. Okay, I think I can cast both of these. I need to tap 1 white, 2, 3, 4, and I will summon God King Mog, the 12th. Gonna create 2 1/2 white Moogle creature tokens with lifelink. And this at 1. It is also a 4/4 flying lifelink creature. And this turn, my creatures also tap to add 1 mana of any color. So I will go 1, a green, a black, and a white. And I will cast my commander, Narcy. I also played an enchantment. I gain a life. And I will pass the turn.
I'll put 2 counters and mill 2. Tortured Existence and a land. Unfortunate. Play Swamp. I will tap 4 to cast a Cryptghast and pass.
I'll draw. I'm playing Urza's Cave. I have a question. How does Deadpool interact with Saga creatures? Does he get the lore counters?
I think it's a target creature though. I don't think sagas work.
He's a
It is
creature.
an enchantment
creature.
creature.
Yeah.
Yes.
How do I spell that card since
Text box
Which one?
might just be the bottom part.
Yeah, you get flying lifelink.
Yeah.
okay.
Not an ideal choice.
It's God King. I'm just looking him up. 'Cause I don't
Good
read it.
King Mog.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I might have said God King.
Oh, that thing's adorable. I'm actually, yeah, I'll play Deadpool, but I'm not going to steal your commander's ability. I am instead going to take the text box from Setsuki.
Okay.
So, yep. Now he has the at the beginning of your upkeep you lose 3 life, and you can pay 3 sacrifice at each other player draws a card. And I will pass turn.
Sure. I'll play a tap. Sorry, I play a land. This enters tap unless I control a forest and a mountain. I do control a forest and a mountain. I'll tap 2 for rampant growth. And I'll pass my turn while I search for a land.
Okay. Tap. Alright, I take 3 from Deadpool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, untap, upkeep, I draw. This will go to 3. I put a 1/1 counter on each creature I control. Those creatures gain Vigilance, Trample, and Indestructible until end of turn. So my Mogs. My Summon. Commander. Satsuki. And this guy. Alright. And then that will resolve Song of Freylies. When that resolves, Narcy will trigger. I draw a card, and then I deal 2 damage to each opponent.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I gain 2 life. Okay, I'm going to move to combat. And since all my creatures have Vigilance, Trample, and Indestructible this turn, let's see here. I'll send 2 Moguls. They're 2 4s at Cloud.
Mhm.
I'll send the God King. He's flying at Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send Narcy at Deadpool, and then Satsuki and Herald of Pantheon at Dylan.
I got no blocks.
All right, so for Dylan, that's 3, 4, 5.
I'll
Okay.
take the 7, right?
And then at Deadpool, it's 4 and 5, so
Oh,
it's 9.
9. Yeah, I'll take 9. And I'll
And
take
then the
4 RC damage, right?
yes, and then the 2 moguls are 2/2s.
Cool.
All right, I have a bunch of life link on this, so that's 4, 9, 11, 12, 13 life link. All right. So that was my attacks. So I'm gonna go 1, 2. That's 3. I can't cast that. I need more white mana. Bummer. Was it at the beginning of the turn, or can I do it at any time for Deadpool?
Oh, to sacrifice the creature? You can do it at any point in time.
Anytime. It's 3. Yikes. 1, 2, 3 to sacrifice.
Oh, you sacrificed him. We each get to draw a card. Or everybody but you gets to draw a card.
Each other player draws a card.
Yep.
Rough. Okay. I guess I'll play Bajuka Bog for turn. Does anybody even have a graveyard yet?
Nope.
I have lands and Rampant Growth.
Tortured Existence in a land.
Okay. I'll go Emotech.
Yep.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna play Yenna. Red 2/3 agent. I can pay 2 and tap. Choose an enchantment I control that doesn't have the same name as another permanent I control, and I create a token copy. Except it isn't legendary. And then if it's an aura, I untap it. I don't play any auras in this deck. Then I scry 2.
Mm-hmm.
Pass the turn.
Or
Oh, I'm just
Sword of the Animists, Cranial Plating a
That goes
land,
to 2.
and my Catan. Draw. What's the biggest PT on board?
I have a 5/3.
5,
I have
3,
a 5/5.
5, 5. Okay. Play swamp.
My 5/5 is going to die in 2 turns.
I will tap for 2, 3 to cast a cloud key. Artifacts gonna be a little cheaper. I will. I'll tap for 2. I'll float 1 to cast a leaden mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will tap for 4. Yeah, tap for 4. That'll fizzle. To cast a Necron Overlord. Nothing to do with 2 mana. I will pass turn.
Yep. Untap, upkeep, and draw. We'll play a swamp. I'm gonna play Massacre Girl, Known Killer. She has menace, and creatures I control have wither.
Is Wither, you do damage as -1/-1?
As -1/-1 counters, yeah. It's like half of Infect. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, if its toughness was less than 1, draw a card. 6. I will. I will pass turn.
Oh, what the drop? Are you shitting me? I got no lands. God damn. Let's see. I'll cast a Golden Tail Trainer for 3. And I'll pass my turn.
Okay. God King will go to 3. Good King, not God King. Valgoth's Lair enters tapped. I'm going to choose white. All right. Gonna start by tapping Yenna, choosing my summon. Going to create a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary. Copy will start at 1. I'm gonna make 2 more. Oh, those guys have counters on them. I don't know if I have anything. It's a 1/2. I'm gonna make these knights. Just note that they're 2. That's tapped now. Okay. All right. I'll move to combat, and I'll send my Good King at Emotech. You've got a 5/5 in the air coming at you.
Take the 5.
Gain 5. And that's past my turn.
I'll mill 6. Milliken, a land, my removal, and a square lord. Tap for 1 to cast a Razor Lash Transmogrant. I will tap for 4, float 1 to cast Imatech.
Evil tech.
Fantastic.
Black, black, and 1 to cast Braids.
Is that the spooky braids or is it less?
No, it's this. It's the sacrifice Braids.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
It's in land drops, man.
You still have pretty decent board state, but
Yeah, but it's pretty fragile.
yeah.
I will move through combat. Move to end step. I'll sack the Transmogrant to Braids, so you guys can sack an artifact or creature.
I will take 2, and
Okay.
you can draw a card.
Draw 1.
I'll take 2. You can also
Yeah,
draw a
I'll
card.
take 2.
Okay, I'll draw 3.
Hopefully, we got you some lands.
Something like that. Yeah, that's about all I got.
Alright, untap. Let's see here. There's spooky shit everywhere. I am going to play Cursed Mirror. As Cursed Mirror enters the battlefield, I can have it become a copy of any other creature on the battlefield. I'll have it copy Deadpool, which copies Deadpool's original ability, and I will have it steal the Mog because he gets flying and lifelink, and I will let this Deadpool die to state-based effects. He will only be a Deadpool with Mog's ability until end of turn. And then I will not do anything else. Alright, this goes back to being a Cursed Mirror. And I pass turn.
Oh, untap and draw. Oh, thank God. Violet ticket. I will tap a forest and a mountain to play fertile ground. I'll enchant my forest.
Mm-hmm.
Next, what I'll do is I'll tap my fertile ground and a plains. To equip Golden Tail Trainer with the Confirm and Shuriken. So whenever this creature attacks, I get to tap a target defending creature control an opponent controls, and that And a creature that has a greater power than this, I'll create that many 1/1 tokens of that creature. So I just want to ask, Blood Quiz, what's your strongest creature on your board?
My 5/5 Moogle.
It's a 5/5, but it's already tapped, yeah?
You can still tap it, but yes, it is tapped.
Oh, I can? I can still tap it?
Yes,
Oh,
but I
cool.
can then block and potentially kill your guy.
Yeah.
I have a second mob that's a 4/4.
Does that have Death Touch or anything like that?
Nope, but I have a ton of tokens that I would throw in the way.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'll just move the combat here. I'll swing it over at you. I will tap your creature. Sorry, the planeswalker thing, the one with the 5/5,
Okay.
and then I will create 1/1 token, 4/1/1s on my golden tail trainer. So my golden tail is now a 5/8.
Five
No
eight.
trample or anything, you can block it.
And then you know what? I'll just take the 5.
Cool. Second main, because golden tail now has 5 attack damage. I will cast my equipments for free. So I'll cast Summoning Mysteria, Champion's Helm, Darksteel Plate, Trailblazer Boots. Second main, what else can I do here? Yeah, I'll just play a creature, Albert Steiner, Albert Steiner. Um, it has lifelink, and Albert Steiner gets a 1/1 for each equipment I control. So currently I have one, two, three, four, five. Pass my turn.
Right. Untap, untap, untap. Okay, so this is going to go to 2. This is going to go to 4. All right, when this, I'll draw my card first. Okay, when this goes to 4, it's put 2 1/1 counters on each other Moogle you control. So these will go up to 3. And these will get +2/+2. This one will get +2/+2. I'm going to get rid of the copy. Just bring this down to 2. Like that, so it can still remember. When I sacrifice an enchantment, I draw a card, and then each person will take 5 damage because that's the cost of the original that went away, and I will
Yep.
gain 5 life. Get out of the turn. Okay, that is sometimes land for turn. All right, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and cast Elspeth Conqueror's Death. I have a couple of triggers here. When I cast enchantment first, I'll gain 1 life. My Mog on tier 2 is whenever I cast a non-creature spell this turn, create a token that's a copy of a non-Saga token I control. I don't know. Can I create a copy of Elspeth? It is. Oh no, it's a Saga. Sorry, I take that back. And this is also a Saga, so I cannot. I don't make any tokens. That doesn't matter then. However, when this enters, I exile target permanent opponent controls with CMC 3 or greater. I will exile the Cursed Mirror.
Okay. It's just a mana rock right now, right? It has no other abilities anymore.
Oh, I thought I could do it every
no.
time. Oh.
No, it's just as it enters, it's just until end of turn, except for it has haste. So it's a normal one. So if you wanted to pick something else,
gotcha. Thanks for
still
the
pick
heads
it
up.
if you want, but
Let's see here. I think there's something better over on Cloud's board.
Everything on my board is 3 or less.
Yeah, I can do 3 or greater.
Hmm.
Like, for example, I could get rid of Golden Tail.
Yep.
But here it doesn't really matter. You've already got your equipment in play. What is the bottom left one? Looks like a big orb. I think it's
This one?
like a. Yeah.
It's called Summoning Mysteria. So you may look at the top card of your library at any time. As long as this equipment is attached to a creature, you may cast creature spells from the top of my library. Equipped creature gets a +2/+2 and has vigilance.
And then the one with Cloud on it, is that a 3 cost?
The one with Cloud, this one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. This one is indestructible itself.
Okay. I'm going to choose the Indestructible itself one.
This one, as in this thing is indestructible.
I'm exiling it so it gets around
Cool.
Indestructible.
Yep.
Okay. And then let's see here. Going to tap Yenna and make a copy of Elspeth, Conqueror's Death. So this will also be, I'll share them both at 1.
Oh my.
I will exile another target permanent.
Hmm.
And this one is gonna go for Crypt Ghast.
Okay.
I'll move to combat. And Cloud, I'll send a 6/6 flyer at you. Deadpool, I will send 2 of my 4/5 Moogles at you.
Oh my.
And that's it for my attacks.
I will block one of the 4/5s with Massacre Girl, and so one of them will become a 0/1.
All right. I'll gain 6 life off this one and 8 life off these. That's my turn.
Eight. Bunch of goodies.
Mm-hmm.
Get any dredge in there?
No, I don't run dredge in here.
Not with the Emotech deck?
Probably should.
I've found there's like 4 or 5 really good dredge cards. The rest are like, I guess it's all right if you're milling that many cards.
Yeah.
I have the same. I've definitely modified it a little different than how you've done yours, though.
How big is your biggest?
It's a 6/6 now.
6/6. It's tapped.
Correct. What is untapped? I have 2 Moogles and my commander and a pseudo Manador.
got a bunch of non-basics, don't you, Cloud?
Non-basic. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. First, I'll tap for black, 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 black to recur the Razor Lash. And tech will make me two necro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm an idiot. The good King Mog. I could have chosen my Mogs as tokens.
Oh, and you remember that the Good King Monk doesn't have flying or lifelink anymore, right?
Uh, it. Well, which one did you choose? Because I had two out.
Oh, I didn't realize that. One of them. Yeah, just one of them didn't.
Gotcha.
Yeah. From when the Cursed Mirror was a thing.
I'll assume you chose the one that didn't sacrifice
Yeah.
the turn after.
That makes
So
sense.
I won't gain the 6.
I will tap the Soul Ring. Tap 1 to cast a Cyberman Patrol.
Ooh, yeah, boy.
Uh, I'm wait. 6 doesn't change anything. Okay. I'll move to combat. I'm gonna swing the Overlord. The mirror. And that's about all I got. Yeah. So the Overlord in the mirror at RC.
What's their power toughness?
2/5 and a 1/1. No keywords.
Okay. I think that's a net 0.
Oh no.
I'll block.
Actually, they have a flick 3. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
flick,
only.
they just deal damage even if they're blocked, right? By 3. So I have 3/4s that I'll block with. So a
Both of
3/4
them.
will block. Yeah, a 3/4 will block one, and a 3/4 will block the other. They both
Okay.
have lifelink,
Okay, you'll take 6.
and then I'll gain 6.
Okay. Move to end step. I will sack Transmogrant to Braids. You guys can sacrifice an artifact or creature.
I'll lose 2 life.
I will
Okay.
also lose 2 life.
Same.
Everybody? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will pass.
Not great. Missing land drops now.
I'll just look at the top card again.
I'll just play Deadpool again. And I will steal Narcy this time.
Okie dokie.
I'm sorry, but you're very scary. And I will pass time. Pass turn, I mean. Oh my goodness. That's what happens when you get like 2 hours of sleep.
Untap. Draw. Everyone's board state is a little bit feisty. uh, I will play land for turn. Comes in tap. I'll pay 6. I'll cast Austri Command. I'll destroy
Mm.
all enchantments and destroy all creatures with mana value 4 or greater. Any response?
No.
All right, so you have priority.
Nope.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I'm gonna let Deadpool go to the graveyard.
Okay. 4 greater. You get my.
That sets me
That
back to the
destroy or
Stone
exile?
Age.
Destroys.
Yep, destroys. So enchantments and all creatures with power 4. Sorry, mana value 4 or greater. Yep.
Man, that's gonna pop off on my turn. Because the next tier on those 2 enchantments were non-creature spells my opponents play cost 2 more next turn. I had 2 of them.
Yeah,
That would have
I
been
kind of
a
have to
pain.
remove that before it pops off. All right. I'll move to combat. I'll swing at Golden Tail. Narcy, you have a couple of blockers there, do you?
I have 3 blockers.
3 blockers, cool. I'll swing Golden Tail as well as Albert. So when Golden Tail, so when this guy swing, what's your biggest creature on your board, by the way?
It's way less than the attack of your guy, so it doesn't matter. But it would be a 3/4.
3,
No,
4.
sorry. You could tap a tapped one, which is a 4/5.
Yeah, no, I'll tap one of your untapped creatures.
Okay,
I'll tap the. It's
it'd
not
be a
gonna go.
3/4. A 3/4 Mog.
Was one less the cards. Yeah, I'll tap one of your 3/4 marks, and then I will swing both of these at you. So when this guy attacks other creatures you control, get X plus X, where X is Golden Tail's trainer power. So currently Golden Tail is a 5, so I'll add another 5 on top of Albert. So Albert is a 12, 12, 12.
Does
Sorry,
he
no,
have trample?
5. No, no, it doesn't have trample. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
12, 12 with lifelink.
I'll block
And
Albert with one of my Mogs. I'll gain 3.
yep, and the other one, Golden Tail,
No, I'll take the damage from Golden Tail. What is it?
it's a 5.
5. I'll take 5.
Cool, and I'll gain 12. Yep, and I'll pass my turn.
Drop. Alright, play Nesting Ground. Do I have 2 black? I do not have 2 black. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cast Knights of the Round. In tier 1, I create 3 knights. They're 2/2s. Oh, this costs 1 less. I'll untap this one. Because this guy's still in play. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. With 3 left over. I'll move to combat. And Cloud, I will send my 2 4/5s.
Mhm.
My 1 3 4 and my 1 2 2.
How much is that in total?
1 2 plus 8 is 10, 11, 12. That's 13 total.
13, yeah? Cool.
Damn.
And I will gain 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Pass the turn. This is uncounterable.
Meanwhile, Bin Laden and I are just chilling over here.
Absolute pedestrians, bro. Play a Lotus Petal,
Hashtag phrasing.
a Cabal Coffers. I will.
I think your sound cut out, Dylan.
Thinking, man. I'm trying to deal with these enchantments. They keep dropping.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, is that a Lotus Petal? God dang.
it's an artifact, man. I'll tap the Cabal Coffers for 6. I'll use 3 for Black Market Connections.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bait, but I'll use another 3. Yeah, I'll use another 3 to cast an Unwinding Clock. I will. What's your biggest PT in RC?
Tapped or untapped?
On the
Say that again. On the board?
yeah.
4, 5, but it's
A
tapped.
4/5. Okay. I'm gonna tap for 2 black to mutilate. Giving everything -6.
All creatures get -1, -1
Or 5 actually. Sorry, -5.
Mutilate's a
Well.
hell of a card.
I got no response.
Yeah.
And you still have a creature left, Mimic?
Yep.
What is that one again?
12/12. Albert Steiner gets a
Albert?
+1/+1 for each artifact it control, and this guy gives this guy counters as well when he attacks.
Is the +1/+1 static? Because you only have 4 artifacts.
No, it's not. Sorry. So this guy now is just a 2+5.
Gotcha.
Oh, he gets
So
+1/+1 for each
he's
one.
-6, -6, or -5, -5 right now. So how much? What's his toughness?
Total is 2/1.
He's a 2/1. You're the only one that can do damage. All right. I'll pass turn.
Yeah, I'm back in the Stone Age. I have 1 card in hand with nothing to do.
Let me play the world's smallest violin for you, buddy.
Yeah. I can hear it. I can hear it.
I am going to exile Deadpool with Dino DNA. Or imprint him, sorry. Or exiling it. And then I will... I'll pay 1 black for a Dark Ritual. 3, 4, 5, 6. I will make a 6/6 dinosaur, a 6/6 green dinosaur creature with trample that is Deadpool. It's an exact copy, except for he's a dinosaur. He's green. And he has trample. Uh, uh, I will steal Albert Steiner, or whatever that guy's name is.
Yep.
Uncommon, goofy looking dude. All right. Deadpool did Deadpool things to help us all out. All right. I will pass turn.
So this guy's out of play, right?
No, he doesn't have lifelink or his +1/+1 for equipment.
Yep.
Instead, he has at the beginning of your upkeep you lose 3 life, and you can pay 3 and sacrifice him, so each other player can draw a card.
Cool. So I'll take 3, right?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. So I'll draw for turn.
He's in Adelbert pool.
You should pay the 3 and sack him.
I agree.
Not yet. Not yet. I'll cloud. I will auto-equip the Summoning Mysteria.
Mm-hmm.
Gives it Vigilance, and I can tap Cloud for mana. I'll pay
You can
2.
look at the top card of your library too, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I could do that before I like while the artifact is on the board.
Oh, it didn't even have to be equipped to look at the top card.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
anytime.
I'll equip Trailblazer, and then my final one, I'll equip Champion's Helm. So this one goes up to a 4. So Cloud is a 8/8. Vigilance, non-basic land island walk, and has hexproof. Cool. I'll just look at the top card. Ooh. Let me see. 8/8. All right, I'll just move to combat here. Let me see. What should I do? Narcy doesn't have anything more, but he does have a huge life total. Dylan has a bunch of artifacts that could potentially kill me. Deadpool has a bunch of stuff.
Oh, I can do this. This doesn't really mean +6/+6, but I'm gonna use this +6/+6 counter to indicate his total power and toughness.
Yep.
Oh, and he has trample. Look at that.
All right, I'll just swing 8 over at. I'll swing it over at Dylan.
Damn, you won't let me kill myself to black market connections?
He'll
Nope.
leave you at 1.
Yeah, seriously.
So it's a 8 commander, and then I will create a treasure.
Mhm.
I'll draw a card. Second main, I'll sack my treasure. I'll cast Conqueror's Flail, and then I will pass my turn.
All right. In my non-red deck, Overloaded Vandal Blast. Let's go. Swamp. 2, 4, 6. My only card for turn. Demon of Fate's Design. 6/6 flying trample. Once on my turn, I can cast an enchantment by paying life instead. But I have nothing in my hand past turn.
If you can kill the Champion's Helm, I can help us a little bit by
Yeah.
nerfing him.
I got
Nah, I'm just
Swamp.
gonna. I can out DPS him.
Pre-combat main. I'll make a
That's the goal.
treasure. Treasure.
Actually, I can't. I think Cloud will get bigger than the
Draw
6/6
card.
hitting him 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Token. I will crack the treasure. Tap for 1. Crack the treasure. Float 1 to cast Ripples of Undeath. So I got 2, 6. Okay. All right. Let's tap for black, black. 1 and 2 to recast Imatech.
Mm-hmm. I've
Tap the
never,
Cabal Coffers. What's up?
I've never played against any of the Warhammer 40k decks. This Necron stuff seems pretty interesting and like unique for gameplay.
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's way different than any of my other decks. I'm gonna tap for the Cabal Coffers for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Float 6. I'm gonna use 5 of it. And crack Tomb Fortress to recur the Worm Coil. I think. Yeah. I'll make 2 Necrons. And I will pass.
Upkeep. Draw. And Cloud is a big chungus
With Hexproof.
with hexproof.
But Deadpool doesn't target, so.
Oh yeah, it doesn't target. That's so bizarre. Because how does that interesting?
Because it's as it enters, it's
Yeah,
not
it says
target creature.
exchange his text box and another creatures. It doesn't say target
Yeah.
creatures. That's so weird. They were really cooking with this design, weren't they? All right, I will make another Deadpool. He will of course explode. But just gonna I'm just gonna Google this quick and just double check. Oh yeah, it doesn't target. It just swaps text boxes. So I will swap with Cloud and let this guy die. He goes into the ether.
Yep, cool.
All right. And I pass turn.
On
4, 5,
your end
6.
step, I'll just sack the Deadpool, so I'll take 3, right?
Yep.
Cool.
I
So
have
everybody
to.
draws a card.
Okay, so before I discard, yep, draw. I have to discard 2. I will discard Kikijiki, Mirror Breaker, and Cruel Claw. And then I pass.
Cool. I'll tap a red. Soul Ring. I'll tap the Soul Ring to equip Conqueror's Flail. So this gives another +3. I will. I'll tap 3 to cast a red dog. Has Vigilance and Trample. Other modified creatures you control have Vigilance and Trample as well. I'll tap 2. I'll equip Confirmer's Shuriken. So now Albert has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 artifacts.
Remember, he doesn't have that ability anymore.
But didn't you sack your guy?
So that text box. So this is the one that stole Albert. I made another one off of the imprint that stole Cloud's. So Cloud had the ability. You sacked him, and Albert
and
still is stolen by that guy.
even
okay, so
if
I'll-
even
Yeah.
if
So,
his
like-
guys die, the
Yeah.
text boxes don't switch back.
Yep.
It's a static. It's a static effect.
Yep.
Right. So Albert just doesn't switch back, essentially.
Yes.
No.
Yep. Unless he dies,
You just
and
have to
bring
sack
back.
him. Yeah, he should be pinging you for 3 on your upkeep too. So they both should be pinging you for 3.
So can I sack it? So can I just reverse back? I'll sack the Deadpool one. So I'll still take 3.
Okay.
But
Oh,
so
you
then
wanted to
everyone
do
gets a card,
him
right?
instead of Cloud at the end of my
No, I was
turn?
doing both.
Oh.
Because I
Oh.
thought once you remove the first
Oh.
Deadpool, then the other one drops off.
Oh,
but,
no. Oh, so
So
yeah, that's
I'll
fine.
just do both at the same time.
Okay. I'll have to discard another card.
Yep.
Oh, so you're
So then-
sacking both Cloud and Albert?
Yeah.
And then he replayed Cloud.
So
Gotcha. So I draw 2 then. Not just 1.
so you're recasting Albert too?
Oh, he can't
I-
recast Albert.
I can
Albert's
recast
in the
Albert.
graveyard.
So
Yeah, so
that's
he's
the thing.
dead.
Yeah, so this guy's dead.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case.
And then you were able to
Deadpool is-
reattach everything back to Cloud?
Yeah, no, so I thought that once Deadpool is gone, everything just goes back to what it was.
No.
So I have to sack this creature. Okay, cool. Okay, in that case. Yeah, I'll bring it back.
Okay. That makes sense now.
And then, did you have the mana to dupe both Cloud and Albert at the end of his turn?
No, Albert's dead.
No, what he's
Yeah.
saying is at the end of my turn, did you have enough mana to pay the 6 to sack them both?
Oh, 6 is not your health, it's the mana.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
pay
you
3.
you pay 3 mana.
You
So
take
it's not
you
3.
take 3 life at the beginning of your turn if Deadpool's still taking your card.
Okay. So I have to
Otherwise, you pay
3. All right, I have
3
to
to
pay 3
sacrifice.
colorless to sacrifice this creature. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this guy would still be on the board. So then I can only cast Cloud. So it's just essentially only this guy is here, right?
Okay.
So this is still Deadpool, right? Technically.
Yep.
Okay,
Just
then
the
this one comes
text
back to my
boxes have
hand
changed.
because I can't cast this
Yeah.
creature. There.
So your creature is still Albert Steiner. Just instead of all of his text box, which is lifelink, and Albert
Yep.
Steiner gets that, he just has that ability where you lose 3 and then you can pay 3 and sack him.
Okay, cool. Got it. Okay, cool.
I'm sorry, he's
So
a goofy ass magic card.
No, you're good. All good. So then now that I recast Cloud, fuck, then I can't put a lot of shit on it. I'll just put a Conqueror's Flail then for the auto equip. Uh, let's see. This rolls a 3. Ah, okay. Hmm. I'll just look at the top card. Give me a second. Yeah. Hmm. 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7. Yeah, I'll just pay 2. I'll equip Trailblazer, non-basic land Island Walk. Cloud is a 7. I will swing this guy. This guy does not have vigilance. I'll swing this into Narcy. I'll draw a
Alright,
card
excellent.
for Cloud turn. I'll create 2 treasures. And mm, yeah, at this point, hexproof doesn't really matter at this point, huh? Yep, I'll sack the 2 treasures. I'll put Champion's Helm and I'll pass.
Draw. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Just look at the
Okay,
top card.
let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Mending of Dominaria. When it enters, put the top 2 cards of my library into my graveyard. Sun Petal Grove and Redress Fate. Then I may return a creature card from my graveyard to my hand. I'm putting Satsuki back into my hand. I'll go a green and a white, and I will cast Satsuki. I'm going to activate
Satsuki on the
Demon.
stack.
Uh-huh.
How many cards in hand?
2.
Okay. You're good.
Okay. I'm going to spend 5 life on one of my turns to cast an enchantment spell by paying life equal to its mana cost. I'm going to play Starfield of Nyx, taking 5. 5. At the beginning of my upkeep, I may return an enchantment card from my graveyard to the battlefield. And as long as I control 5 or more enchantments, each other non-aura enchantment I control is a creature in addition to its other types and has base power and base toughness equal to its converted mana cost. I will pay 3, play Elspeth's Nightmare, last card in my hand. It will enter on tier 1, destroy target creature an opponent controls with power 2 or less. Are there any creatures on the board with power 2 or less?
Albertstein.
My Necrons are 2/2s.
I'll destroy one of your Necrons.
Oh no, one of the little handsome robot boys. Look at him. He fought so hard.
I know. He'll be back.
He's at 11. 6. I'll move to combat, and Deadpool, I'll swing a 6/6 flying trample at you.
Yep.
And I will pass the turn.
All right. Do we have an answer for these enchantments, man? Pre-combat main, I'll mill 3 for ripples. Whoa. Uh, I will. I think I'm gonna take boluses to hand, man.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you have like a Eon counter thingy? What happened to that thing?
It got killed with the enchantments.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
I was
In
like,
the
should you be
long,
milling,
long
like...
ago.
Yeah. In the
Yeah.
before times.
I remembered it. I remembered it because I was like, oh, I had that in my deck. Didn't you also play that? I think it comes standard in the pre-con.
We got here. We got.
Yeah, I'm hoping you can maybe do something to the enchantments, because the Rakdos guy ain't known for his enchantment removal.
Oh. Black market connections. I'll make a treasure, I think, and that's all I'm gonna do.
Full send. Full send.
I'm gonna see if I can kill myself with boluses.
Brother.
Go out like a man.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely gonna be enough. I will tap Cabal Coffers for 7. I'll use 5 for boluses. Oh, please don't be a land. Nice. I'm gonna pay 5 to cast a Royal Warden.
Mm-hmm.
In ETBs, I'm gonna make 2 tapped Necrons. Not that it matters.
I like that we're on turn 50 at this point, and I haven't made a land drop since turn 5.
Jeez, man. That's tough.
I've been able to play stuff, but...
Yeah. Just Dino DNA every turn for 6.
Yep. Bingo. Dino DNA.
Okay.
Do you have Lord of Pain in that deck?
I don't. My Lord of Pain is in my Karavak deck.
That was the first time I saw Lord of Pain, was in a Deadpool deck, and he had, a bunch of duplicating effects similar to you do, like Helm of the Host and stuff. But his Deadpool kept dying so much that he started replicating Lord of Pain, and it hurt. It hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to cast this 5-cost enchantment. He's like, okay, you take 15. Oh, okay, well, that's GG.
I say Karavak deck, but I also switched Karavak out with Deadpool because he's just strictly better than a 7 cost. The card's just all around good and goofy.
Yeah. Especially in, like, the higher tier stuff where commanders really kind of make a deck.
Yep.
Like, had Narcy been able to stay around, I'd have probably 3 or 4 more cards in hand, which would go real far.
Well, like I said earlier, watching him steal an Esper Sentinel is just... That was pretty gross on its own.
Playing Esper Sentinel as their command. Oh, no, it doesn't even have to be their commander or
any
legendary.
creature,
it's just any card. Any creature, that's right.
black 1 and 2 to recur a Scorpic Lord. I don't
Just
think I
every
have
time.
anything else.
Did you pay the 5? Did you pay the 5?
Yeah, that's how it went. Do you pay the 5?
Everybody's like, for the love of God, shut up. No.
Yeah.
S-
Okay.
It was something.
I will. I'm gonna do the funny play. I'm gonna swing.
You got
What?
haste?
So this one has haste.
All right.
This one does not. These cannot attack. These 4 can attack. I'm gonna swing the Scorpic Lord at Deadpool. Sorry, phase change trigger. I'm going to give the static 2/2 to the worm coil, I think.
How big is Scorpic Lord?
Scorpic Lord is a 3/2 with menace.
Oh.
Yep. So, how much damage can I do to Bloodquist? This is 9, 12, 16, 19. 19, that's a nothing. Okay. I'm gonna swing the worm coil and the baby Necron at Gibbon. And then I'm gonna swing the Scorpic Lord and Imatech at Cloud. Everything has menace. The worm coil engine, everything has +1/+0 also.
Okay. So I have
Scorpic
a
Lord.
little dude, and what else can that be?
Yes. So you've got a 3/2 and a 9/6 with Death
Oh.
Touch. Death Touch, Menace, Lifelink.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
how much coming at me?
It's gonna be 3. It's gonna be
Okay, 12.
4. 7.
I'm at 7.
Does it have death menace?
Yes.
Both?
Everything is Menace.
I'll take 7.
Okay. On damage, I'll gain. How much? 9.
You got 4 mana left over? Equip your
I have a little bit of
Resurrection
mana,
Orb.
yeah. So we'll go to 12. End of combat. This gets exiled. This falls off. I'm gonna consolidate these. I'm just gonna consolidate all of them. Actually, those are tapped. Second main. What do we got on top? I'll pay 4 life to cast. Oh, 3 actually. To cast a Mystic Forge. I will pay a life to tap it to exile a swamp off the top.
And how big are your Necron warriors? 3/2s?
No, 2/2s.
Okay.
Yep. What do we got? I'm going to pay 2 life, and I'm gonna go for throat. Satsuki.
No.
Pay a life to Cull the Weak, sacking one of the tapped Necrons. Float 4. I will play a Chromox. Pitching a Toxic Deluge.
Oh, when Satsuki dies, I return a Saga or enchantment I control to my hand, or return a Saga card from my graveyard to my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Teleport cut through it. I'll pay 3 life
I'm gonna put Knights of the Round back in my hand.
to cast a Zulaport Cutthroat. Okay. 4 mana. I'm going to use 1 to defile the flyer on Narcis's board.
Well, how many swamps do you have? Do you have 6?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nice.
What else can I do here? I have no more
You
recursion.
mean I gotta cast Knights of the Round with mana?
No more recursion. Damn. It's the end of the road.
All right.
I'm going to tap Boluses to sack 2, 4 Necrons. Black Market Connections.
It's 5.
What else can I do? The Razor Lash.
6.
The Royal Warden.
7. Do you have 4 mana left over?
Yes. I have a lot of mana.
Equip your Resurrection Key, put it on Emotech, and sack Emotech. Or, sorry, put Resurrection Key on something else, then sack it. And then...
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on Wormcoil Engine. So what am I at for?
You were at 6.
Okay, I'm at
6.
6. I'm gonna use 3, 4 to equip the Resurrection Orb to Wormcoil. 7. I'm gonna make a 3/3. I'm gonna make 3 3/3s. One with Death Touch. Oh no, just one. Sorry.
This
I'll come back. I'll make
we're-
2 Necrons.
I'm already dead
Um,
because of Zulaport Cutthroat. I'm pretty sure. Or how many creatures? Yeah, how many creatures have you sacked so far?
He's at
4 Necrons.
6.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep, both myself and Mimic are dead.
Okay.
Yep.
Dang.
So that's 7, 8, 9, and 1, 2, 3. Can't re-equip it. But I will sack the
Foundry Inspector.
No. What was this hit? Oh no, yeah, I get a Death Touch and a Lifelink one. So sack the Death Toucher to keep the life link for 10.
All
And
right.
that will be one. That'll be 3 from here. 7, 8. That sound about right?
Yeah, 8.
8. Okay, so I'll gain 8. You'll lose 8 from Zulaport and 10 from Boluses.
18.
I'll pay 3 life to cast the adventure side of Midgar, I think it is. I don't know. I think it's the Japanese one. Yeah. I'm gonna sack the Foundry Inspector and draw 2 cards. Then I'll play the land side of Midgar. I'll pay 2 life for a scrap trawler.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go create another room. Yeah, you guys have fun.
Yeah, GG's, man.
GG's.
I'm kind of curious in watching how
Uh,
this ends, so I will just mute and chill out and watch.
3, 3, 3, 3.
I'm just curious if I'm going to wait 10 minutes to find out I don't get another turn.
No, you'll probably get another turn. I'm gonna run out of gas here pretty soon. I'm trying to go as quick as I can.
So, so, got stuck on 5 lands, but overall, I think I did the most I could do. Tried to police. I will be honest, had no idea what Necrons did. Haven't played against them before ever. Don't know anybody who plays them. It's a very interesting deck that he had there. My plan was, had I not died there, was to swing away with the lifelinking Deadpool, and then probably then trying to saw in half Deadpool to take both the worm coil engine and the flyer, but as you can see, it probably didn't work out. I don't know who's gonna win this game. Yeah, the Necron player is pretty low on life. However, the Enchantress guy doesn't have a lot going on board. So we'll see. I will turn the volume back up and we'll watch. See how it goes.
I will return Elspeth Conqueror's Death, and it will exile target permanent and opponent controls with CMC 3 or greater. I'll get rid of Bolus Citadel.
Sure.
Good play. Good play.
Alright, and that'll be at 1. Alright, now I draw for turn. This will go to 2. I mill 2 cards. Soren Grin and Enchantress's Presence. Both go there. And then return a creature card from my graveyard to my hand, which will be Satsuki.
He's got
This will go to
so
2.
many
Target opponent
sagas.
reveals their hand. I choose a non-creature, non-land card. That player discards that card. What do you got?
Workshop assistant.
Tough choice. Too bad. That's a creature, though, right?
It is a creature, yeah.
Yeah. Nothing happens there. Okay. My commander, I will play. That is for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so you're at 5.
5, yeah. Can you kill me?
Yeah, check this out. Where'd it go? This is 1 and tap. I move a counter from target permanent I control onto a second targeted permanent. Activate only as a sorcery. I will remove this lore counter off Elspeth to the Mending of Dominaria, which will be 3. Return all land cards from my graveyard to the battlefield, then shuffle my graveyard into my library. That doesn't matter. What does matter is its converted mana cost is 5, and with Narcy in play, you'll take 5. I'll gain 5.
Let me see. I'm gonna tap Mystic Forge. With that on the stack, I'm gonna tap Mystic Forge to exile Technomancer off the top. Damn, and I hit a land. You got me.
Hey, GG.
GG's, man. I had a 4th quarter push right there at the end, man.
Yeah.
Just
Okay, so like I said, that game was pretty interesting overall. I felt bad for Cloud. He didn't seem really to get anything going. I took some hits early on. Didn't get a lot of creatures going. Overall, not a bad game. Necron didn't manage to pull it out. Well, we'll see you guys in the next video.